Hello guys, and welcome to another naval beta test. That's the word I was looking for. So today we're going to be looking at the Yugumo, the Japanese destroyer type A. Now, one thing you're going to notice is, unlike other nations, you only get the high explosive fragmentation shell with this ship. It has got armor piercing capability of 23mm, but that's it. So it does suffer compared to some of the others I've found. So the Yugumo has 3 main turrets, consisting of twin guns, twin 127mm guns. You have 4 secondary turrets with 25mm. Well, 4 times, so 9 25mm turrets. Then you've also got 25 single 25mm turrets as well, and a couple of extras. This ship has got really good AAA defense. The main thing though is it has got fantastic torpedoes. Now, there has been a change in the aiming system as well. So you'll notice these there's no longer the circular aiming devices. Just turn the volume down a little bit for you guys. So they are now these strange looking crosshairs for the main guns. Now I've also noticed that aiming's a little bit trickier. I was having a lot of issue yesterday actually getting shots on target with this ship. Now, you don't counter in for lead, of course, with these guns. So you've got to add a little bit for yourself, it seems. But they are pretty tricky to get used to. Now we have a Yak coming in, so our AAA, and we've also got an A6 M5 coming in. So, return. Now our AI gunners are absolutely pounding away at those. Now we've got 2 ships there very close together, so we're going to fire off some shots to those, try and hit them. But the thing I've noticed a lot with these Japanese destroyers is they're not great at damaging enemy ships. Compared to the British and American and even the Russian destroyers, they really do suffer a lot from lack of firepower. And it seems penetration is the main thing that they lack from. You'll get some good hits with this boat, but when you do, they just really seem to do bugger all. So I'm trying to get some hits on that destroyer over there. Again, we're getting a... The guns just really don't seem to go where you want them to go. I just want to make sure I avoid these rocks here. And if you watch the shell projection, you can sort of see how the shells just really are very hard to aim with. And I've really noticed it with this ship in particular. I had a couple of games with the tribal class destroyer yesterday as well, and with that I was getting some good hits on target of pretty much every salvo. Whereas with this ship I really do struggle to get anything on target. So we're going to move around and try and get into A. that's my main goal at the moment. It's going to be dangerous, of course, because we will be an open target for torpedo boats. Now, this map is quite a good map. You'll notice there are actually airfields, which is great. So you can actually rearm your planes. You'll notice that there is this lovely inner section, which is very shallow water. Can't seem to look under the water still, but apparently we are flooding, so we'll fix that up. But there are the water is very shallow close to the island, so you have to be very careful with these destroyers. You can sort of see on the map the lighter shades where the shallow water begins, so you have to really be careful navigating these areas because you will get beached. So let's have a little talk about the Yugumo class. Now, it was pretty much a repeat of the Kagero class, with a few minor improvements. There wasn't much to it. It did have an increased anti-aircraft capability, and had slightly more crew members on board, carrying up to 228 crewmen, standard crew and officers. Now, it looks like we're going to get into a firefight here with another destroyer. So hopefully we can actually get some hits here. There we go, we actually got a critical hit that time, so that's some good news. Now we're going to try and turn front on so we can hopefully take a little bit less damage on from this guy. Now, the one thing with the high explosive shells is they do a lot of damage, of course. That's the main advantage of the high explosive shell over the armor-piercing high explosive shells. But, as I said, you do need to actually penetrate the target to do some damage. And I have noticed with these shells, they do tend to suffer an awful lot from lack of penetration. Got an AI plane, I think. Oh, there's a American coming over us. Looks like he's going after somebody else, though. So we're getting very close here to this guy. So hopefully we can get some good shots onto him. Now, like I was saying, with the British ships, I tend to find that you get a hit on the waterline of these boats, and you sort of will take out their main section pretty darn quick. Now we'll see what's going on with our torpedoes here. Hopefully this Typhoon can give us a hand. Now I'm going to launch some torpedoes. Maybe, if they will let us launch. It'd be good if we could launch our torpedoes here. There we go. Lots and lots of fish in the water. There we go. Okay, we got a torpedo kill. All good there. Did take some damage there, though. So we are in a bit of a bad way. We're fairly on fire. Now, one of the irritating things still with the whole naval aspect of the game is torpedoes do not reload. And with these, there we go, we finally got destroyed. With these ships, they did have enough for a second round of torpedoes on board, so it is kind of a shame not to have that. Now let's go. Do we want to go for a torpedo run, or do we want to go for a bomb run? I'm thinking a torpedo run just for the fun of it here. So, yeah, the Yugumo really isn't that great. Now, it is a much lower BR than the other ships as well, which is something that I did notice. Well, we didn't get much time to go out in the plane, did we? So all in all, it's a bit of a disappointment, especially compared to the other destroyers in the game. I don't know if they've changed the aiming system again. It feels like they have, because last time I was playing, the aiming was a lot easier, and now it's become a lot harder again. I really just... It feels like a step back playing this ship. Last game was really good. Last test session was really good. Whereas this one was very much a disappointment. It was very hard to get the guns on aim. Last game I was able to get guns on target over a long distance and not have too much trouble with it. This game, not so much. And as you saw, even at close range, the guns on this ship are pretty pathetic. Although the destroyers don't have a huge amount of armour and penetration isn't too much of a problem, it just seems the rounds on this ship don't have enough clout to make it worthwhile. The American, the English and the Russian ship shits all over it, in all honesty. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you next time. This is Screezilla out. Bye bye.